been asked a question, and I normally answer it in the time I'm given. I'm not really sure.
You've answered the main part of the question. I really am grateful. Could I ask my question?
Is that how it works from now? Give short. Sorry, what's the process from now?
Sorry, I think if you've answered the main part of the question, that's fine. If there's other additional information that you think is appropriate for the member, then you should do it, but you need to be mindful. Move on to our next question, which is in the name of Assembly Member Bokhari concerning London Pension Funds Authority.
Let me down. Thank you for your question. As Mayor of London, I act as the appointing authority for the Chair and Board of the London Pension Fund Authority. My office maintains a close and ongoing relationship with the organisation through its current Chair. John Preston was reappointed for a second term as Chair commencing in January 2024, with the Assembly having the option, but not exercising the opportunity, to hold a confirmation.
Sadiq Khan gets caught in confusion during the Assembly session. He asks, "What's the process from now?" as even the Chair struggles to guide him. The room fills with awkward silence while everyone wonders what just happened in City Hall.
Into his appointment. The reappointment of John Preston reflects both continuity in his leadership and confidence in the strategic direction being pursued under his stewardship. My office receives comprehensive updates and correspondence from the London Pensions Fund Authority, ensuring that my team remain informed of all key developments. These updates typically include strategic priorities, performance metrics, and any significant operational matters that may arise. To ensure we are fully aware of the key issues, I also appoint an observer to the London Pensions Fund Authority board meetings. This flexible approach ensures that information flows are timely and relevant without being overly prescriptive. In addition, every year I am formally consulted on London Pension Fund's Authority's strategic policy statement, which allows me to offer my view on the scheme's long-term goals.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Engagement with...
Sorry, short time.
Sorry, Chair, no, I've got to answer the question.
Okay.
Engagement with the London Pensions Authority is overseen by my Chief of Staff, David Bellamy, who speaks regularly with the Chair, ensuring the London Pensions Funds Authority and the GLA work together in an appropriate...
The Mayor tries to sound confident as he explains his role in the London Pension Fund Authority, calling it a sign of continuity and leadership. But the faces around the room say it all. No one seems convinced by his long explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
In addition to these direct communications, LPFA maintains a strong commitment to transparency. Chair, I'm sorry, I've been asked a question, and I normally answer it in the time I'm given. I'm not really sure.
You've answered the main part of the question. I really am grateful. Could I ask my question?
Is that how it works from now? Give short. Sorry, what's the process from now?
Sorry, I think if you've answered the main part of the question, that's fine. If there's other additional information that you think is appropriate for the member, then you should do it, but you need to be mindful. Pressure is on the members on the clock.
Show me your hands. I want to talk about annual reports and financial statements if you don't want me to.
The simple question has already been answered. Thank you very much, Chair. Yeah, I'm very grateful for the Mr. Mayor. He's answered the specific question that I asked, which was actually quite a brief question.
I will remember that wording.
Right.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now, I do want to also take this opportunity to welcome.
Just as Khan continues his detailed answer, the Chair interrupts, saying, "You've answered the main part of the question, let's move on." The Mayor looks slightly frustrated, but the Chair makes it clear. Time's up, move on.
In the first phase ceasefire in Gaza, I of course hope that there will be an end to this horrific violence and rapid delivery of aid will be given to Gazans and the return of all Israeli hostages. But I am really worried that we have been here before when a ceasefire has broken. So the Liberal Democrats and you have publicly acknowledged that Israel has been committing a genocide against the Gazan people. In order to hold Israel to account on an ongoing basis, will you go one step further, like your colleagues in Labour-led Southwark, with the pension fund and agreed that the London Pension Authority should be divesting from Israeli funds?
Chair, that was in my answer that I wasn't allowed to continue with. So, do you want me to go back to my answer I wasn't allowed to continue with? Okay, so what I was going to read out, but I was interrupted, was, as Mayor of London, I have no power over how LPFA's funds are invested. The LFPA is overseen by an independent board.
In a surprising turn, the conversation shifts from pensions to Gaza. A member welcomes the first phase of the ceasefire and calls for lasting peace. For a moment, the tense London chamber turns into a discussion about global humanity.
Are managed by Local Pension Partnership Investments, LPPI, who have their own legal responsibilities. Both the LPFA and the Local Pension Partnership Investment have responsible investment policies. For example, LPPI already excludes investment in companies involved in the production of cluster munitions, anti-personnel landmines, biological and chemical weapons, and nuclear weapons. However, LPFA's responsible investment policy was written over 2 years ago. In my view, again reiterating that I have no direct power over how LPFA's funds are invested, is that they should look again at this policy in light of Israel's actions in Gaza. And my office has asked LPFA to consider this. I should add that in regard to Israel and Gaza, we have seen positive news this morning about a ceasefire, which I'm sure we all welcome, and which I hope is the start of a process that leads to the long-term peace and security in the region.
Thank you. I mean, I just want some clarity. Will you be going to the chair of London Pensions Authority to ask them to divest from Israeli funds, yes or no?
So I couldn't be clear on my answer. I'll read that section again of my answer so she can hear.
Let's leave it there, Chair. Thank you very much.
The chamber goes silent as a member confronts Khan. You've acknowledged that Israel is committing genocide. Will you ask London's pension fund to divest from Israeli companies? The question hits hard, and everyone waits for his response. Sadiq Khan calmly responds, "As Mayor of London, I have no power over how the funds are invested." He distances himself from the controversy, but his answer only raises more eyebrows. The room buzzes with murmurs of disbelief. Trying to sound balanced, Khan adds, "They should look again at their policy in light of Israel's actions in Gaza." He claims he can't control investments but subtly urges a review, a political tightrope walk perfectly executed. The member pushes one last time. "Will you go to the chair and ask him to divest, yes or no?" Khan repeats, "I couldn't be clearer in my answer." The chair steps in, ending the debate. The mayor avoids a direct yes or no once again, and the clip ends with pure tension.